wonderful morning, dear viewers, wherever you are watching us from, or Lumen TV from. Welcome to Lumen this day. And today, very privileged indeed to be looking at some of the stories that we have, some of them heart-touching and disturbing somehow, but those are the stories that we have. For example, the robbery that happened at one of the filling stations in Lusaka, and interesting enough, the other stories, we still have some Zambians who indeed want to put the national resources to good use and to the benefit of every person. We'll also look at the police of Zambia second quarter report. You are with me, Sydney Mwamainda, and co-hosting today is Messi Mushanga. Messi, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Sydney, and good morning to you, our dear viewers. I don't know if I'm excited or I'm happy to co-host with you today.
I'm indeed very privileged that you've agreed to join on set, and I'm sure this will not be the first time, but a beginning of something new.
Hopefully.
Yeah. So, dear viewers, you are free to comment on the stories that we have today. The other story that we'll look at is the Zambia Conference of Catholic Bishops, who started their plenary. And this plenary is coming to an end on Saturday, and we'll speculate on some of the things that they may be talking about at the end of their plenary, as we know that most of the times when the bishops meet, they come up with a pastoral statement. Also look at a bit about the Copper Queens. Every Zambian is majority, I should say.
It's talking about the Copper Queens.
Yes.
I think that, apart from, let me say what, apart from the 2012 AFCON that we won, I think the Copper Queens have been bringing Zambians together, and they bring so much joy and happiness to us. So every time they're playing, obviously we expect some good results, and they give us hope that Zambia can truly be somewhere.
So, dear viewers, maybe Messi, we begin with the robbery story that we read on social media. It trended a lot, and that we are told it ended in a death of one of the few attendants, and the other one seriously injured and admitted at Levi Mwanawasa Hospital. And this story, we are told, happened in the early hours of, is it yesterday, around 03 hours, and then unknown people went to this filling station, is it Ruby's? In
Helen Kaunda.
In Helen Kaunda. Some people are talking of Mtendere, Kalingalinga, whatever, but Mother Teresa.
Yes, that is Helen Kaunda.
Helen Kaunda.
Yes.
Yeah, so these people went there and then attacked these two people, and then one of them died, and then the security guards, we are told we're nowhere to be found. I don't know whether they ran away.
I read somewhere actually this morning as I was coming here that one of the security guard is on the run. He's one of the people who were like connived with the people that came there. So they've launched a manhunt for him. So it's like it was an inside job, according to what I have read on some TV station. Yes. So I think he organized everything, and then they used pangas and metal stuff, because the pictures that I saw are very, very disturbing. Like it's nothing you would want to see. And I've seen that she was a mother of two. Yeah. So I feel I don't know if I should say I feel or I know that in as much as we would like want fast money, it's just not right to take away one's life. We are not the one who are in charge of of lives. So it's very unfair that they had to kill someone. I think if they wanted to steal, I'm not saying stealing is right, they should have just like stolen the money in peace and like
taking someone's life.
Exactly, like you leave home, like you go for work trying to find something, and then at the end of the day you end up losing your life, and then obviously those children will grow up without a mother, and no one deserves that. So it's really, really sad.
It is sad indeed that a person can who was very healthy, started off in the morning from home to go for work, and then the children, like you're saying, in the evenings or during the day, they just hear, no, your mother is no more, is dead. It is sad, and that's why I always say that there are some people that I don't like in my life. Among them are the thieves. The thieves, the witches, I don't like them, the wizards.
I think the thieves stop them
like
all.
the Bible says, they come to destroy and to kill and all that. So it doesn't profit anyone. And if there are still those people who have such plans, it's high time that they try to rescind their thinking and their decisions and their plans, and to just try to find alternatives on how they can survive.
Exactly.
And about the same story, there was also a cashier. You know, at the filling stations, there are these adjoint shops. She was sleeping and she had nothing. You see, so but then what we would want to see maybe in this story is that if those security guards were there when it was happening and then they ran away, we know how police works and how investigation goes about. I think they will be the first people to be investigated or to be questioned, interviewed, and then we would want that justice comes to take place. But I've never really liked this issue of saying those people pay. If they pay monies, whatever, it doesn't bring back life.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't bring back life. When life is lost, it's lost, and that is it. But anyway, they have to pay for it.
No, actually,
so that it becomes a lesson for other people who may have the same attitude and thinking. Yeah, we maybe move to another story. There are difficulties in this life, and people try to find ways and means of survival. But like we've looked at this first story, the survival mechanism there is literally a bad one. There's also one other survival mechanism of betting, which people have said it is not good also. Yes, there are times when it makes you gain, times when it makes you lose what you have. What you already have, you lose. We've heard of women who are given money to prepare to go and buy foodstuffs. They go to the markets, they find these bonanzas and everything. They start playing, they lose. Yeah. So in this story that we are going to look at, we are told a minibus driver from Kulima Tower in Lusaka has lost a bus in betting. He wanted to bet so that he can win some more, but he ended up the only bus he had was lost.
Okay, so what I would say about betting is betting is very addictive. I think if you've never tried betting, please don't try. It's very addictive to the point where I think your brain stops working. You would think, yes, because for example, there are people who also, before I give this example, there are people on our social platforms who always tell us, no, use my promo code 300% bonus and the likes. So what happens is, the way betting is, it's like those people who own those betting companies. It's like they know us. When you have a 5 kwacha, the first time you try to bet, you're definitely going to win. And then now it's going to motivate you to say, okay, I had put a 5 kwacha and maybe I won a 50 kwacha. Let me put more. So, but then if you lose, you'll be like, I won, or maybe I know someone who won. Let me keep betting and betting until I win big. So obviously maybe maybe the bus driver who had to bet and put the bus was expecting a Marco Polo after winning. So betting is very addictive. I'm not saying it's a good thing, but then if you're not betting, just don't start betting.
Don't start betting.
No, it's not. It's very addictive.
Yeah. And when a person has started cancelling to say no, stop, or thinking of stopping, it becomes difficult because you are always thinking of how much you've put in and how much you've lost. So you want to recoup. But in trying to recoup or to get back your money, you are losing more and more. And when you are losing more and more, you are also getting into debts.
Yeah, exactly.
You're going, Messi, give me this much, this issue, I'll give you whatever. And it doesn't happen. Again, you lose. You go to another person. So in the end, even your life is disturbed because you begin learning away from people. But let's see this video that we have and see some of the advice that is in there about betting. Here's the clip, dear viewers.
A headline like this may seem hilarious at first glance, but a second look reveals a habit that is slowly eating away at a lot of people, both young and old. And this habit is gambling. Gambling is risking money or another item of value on an event of uncertain outcome with the possibility of gaining an increased return. Caden Mwanza is a young man from Solwezi who got addicted to gambling, but has since reformed and is now an advocate against gambling, and he warns people on the dangers of the vice.
The moment you lose that particular money, you still continue in the process of chasing losses. You begin borrowing. If your money is done, you begin borrowing from others so that you recoup what you have just lost. From there, by the time you be realizing, you find yourself having debts from different people. Now, if you are done with debts, it will take you to using dubious means in order for you to have money.
Describing it as a mental cancer that needs urgent attention, a psychologist, Mike Peary, is concerned with the rising cases of people resorting to suicide after losing money through gambling.
There is an elephant in the room and we need to address it, and that's gambling. And it's eating away society at a national level, at a personal level. Living with this condition is actually far much more expensive because it's going to cost you your life.
Keith Hamusut, an economist and banker, explains that in as much as the gambling business brings in revenue, the flip side of this vice is the indebtedness at household and community level.
There are some serious negative externalities associated with gambling, such as people being highly indebted and perpetuating a cycle of debt.
The general public has equally expressed concern over this emerging addiction.
Monga kusaidi kwanga ine betting niyoipa kulingana na president vane vanakamba. Don't look for luck into betting, kusakira luck muri betting.
Na Bible vilima kutati gambling is a sin.
Parliament recently brought up the issue of online gambling and how it can be regulated. It is hoped that the decision arrived at will consider effects of gambling on the end users, which can be silent until it is too late. Reporting for ZNBC, I'm Patricia Ellis Chama.
There we go, dear viewers. You heard it all in that video. But then, if something touching me, nam Bible vilimu at gambling ni chimo. Miss, after that, would you still take betting as an option for you to make ends meet?
Okay, no, but then yes. Okay, let me tell you this. Betting is bad. But then
Nambible vilimu ati nichimo.
They've said Nambible vilimu, but I don't know where exactly it's written in the Bible. I don't think betting is stealing, but betting is bad. I've done betting before, not betting where you put muntu or you put something like the one we do for soccer. I know you've done that before. Yes, like betting is betting, but betting is bad because it's very addictive. And then once you lose, you still want to put more money. Just like they said, you end up kunkala mungongole, which is not a good thing. And then once you have a lot of nkongole, you have no means of paying back your nkongoles because you have a lot of nkongoles, and then you go into depression and other people would end up taking their own lives. So I wouldn't encourage anyone to bet.
Yeah, I wouldn't encourage anyone also to go betting. And as regards Zambia and the laws, we heard that Parliament is coming up with, or government is coming up with a subsidiary budget, so to say, and in how they are going to recover that is that they've put up some taxes on clear beer. That's one of them, and betting is another.
Okay.
So I was listening to the minister the other day. He was saying that why they've decided to put higher taxes or increase the taxes on these things, among them betting that we are talking about, is that because betting is a luxury, and they are saying if you decide or you take the option of betting, it means you have enough already to survive on. So then you are going for this luxury to make easy money. So they're saying if we can tax people who are working hard, for example, we come here, we are working and they tax us, why shouldn't we tax someone who decides
to bet,
to just go and get the money that he already has and put it there? He's not worried whether you lose whatever or win. So
are they not already
so
taxing?
that is one deterrent that I'm seeing that government is putting for people to stop betting.
Are they not already taxing?
They're already taxing, but because the government needs more money. Remember, government has no money, but they get money from us through taxes. So through these taxes and increased taxes, government is getting money. And in a way, if you see that the tax is high because this is a luxury, then you stop betting. Yeah.
Yeah,
so, dear viewers,
it may happen like that, but they're already taxing, and I know some people who had to withdraw when they saw that they were taxing. But I'm seeing them going by, probably because it's the easy way of making money.
Yeah, it's an easy way of making money, but like we've already said, a way that will make you get addicted, a way that will make you start borrowing and failing to pay back and so forth. So it is not a good way. It is only good when you win, and when you win big. But sometimes you put in a lot and then you just win later on. Maybe you put in 5 pin, then you win 100 kwacha. So that winning is also a loss. Yeah. So maybe let's look at maybe one of the story that we have that is trending. That could be maybe a better solution. And this is a bakery. Some young people, because of lack of employment, there are many social challenges that Zambians or people are faced with. And each one of us try to come out of this. And there's a group of young people that have gone on without having employment, and they've decided to come up with a bakery. And this bakery that they've come up with uses firewood, and it's just made by using earth. Nothing like concrete, cement and everything, but earth. And then they go in the bush, they get firewood, they put there, and they are making buns and bread. So dear viewers, let us see this, and afterwards we talk about it.
From hardship to innovation. In Chiba area of Kasama district, two determined entrepreneurs, Elisha Selengo and Josephat Simuchenja, turned their baking dreams into reality with Location Bakery. After gaining years of experience working in various bakeries, they decided to start their own venture. Initially, after opening their bakery business, it thrived and they were able to sell and supply their products to outlets in Kasama, Polungu and beyond.
So after twaisa monokutila twaisa saving kwempia shimo twaishire chita register na ifwe bakery yesu twashire amba fyo kubomba bwino twalikweta ma branches ekutira ma outlet ama shop twakwete location market then akwatsanga then akumpurungu twalikwete ko outlet yesu. So if intfashire wafe bwino twashire mbo kwata ko profit ingi chakuti twalikweta abo mfyo kufika kuri 7. So twalipanga profit isuma sana.
However, their success was short-lived due to the challenges posed by load shedding. Their unpredictable power cutoff made it difficult for them to operate their bakery, leading to significant losses and debt.
Namba twashire kwatako challenge yaishire bako load shedding. Twashire kwata amaroses ayengi. Chifare chitika fyakutira dali nefe twapanga fyonse twambe kubika mu oven amalight aya. So twashire kwata enkongole shingi sana.
Despite the best effort, they were forced to sell their equipment, and it seems like the end of their baking journey.
So twashire kwata enkongole shingi sana. Chakutira chali safikana kuri 70,000. So twashire muno kutira kwene shinkongole tukwete pali no state kutishuweshe. Pantu load shedding ichiri feire twalirira. So twashire isara bakery yesu, then palasti twashire chita decide kutira tushitishe ama oven then mixer twashitire poti atuwese shabe nempia ebo twakongwereko.
But Elisha and Josephat were not the ones to give up easily. They sat down together to brainstorm a solution and came up with an innovative idea to build a food oven using locally sourced materials like bricks and mud.
So after staying in the society without doing anything, life was really hard for us. So after that, we decided that we should start the innovation, another project that can help us to wake again as we are doing.
This creativity designed featured a chimney for smoke, ventilation, and allowed them to use both firewood, plastic, and bottles. Kitchen was reborn. Elisha demonstrated the functionality of the firewood oven, showcasing the procedure for baking bread, buns, and rolls.
There we are, dear viewers, a bakery put up by two young people there who were doing very well earlier, but because of load shedding and everything, they got into Congoles, as we were saying, and then they had to sell their piece of equipment that they had bought with little monies that they had, and then later on, so we are told their dream did not die. They went to what has God given us, what is before us. They went to the earth, and Mother Earth provided soil for bricks and everything, and then firewood, and there we see the buns, nice buns and bread. Miss?
Yeah, I mean, that's very impressive. It's not easy to come up with an initiative. So the fact that they did not, okay, so they had Nkongola up to 70,000, and we're thankful that they did not think of going into betting, but instead I thought of an initiative.
Or being others.
Exactly. I mean, that's very impressive. Like we need to support such people. Hopefully they can come in Lusaka and help us make that.
Make that behind our houses?
Behind our houses, we have plenty of space.
Yeah.
And then we can be using our mango we can cut down and be using that. But that's very impressive.
Yeah. I think they like you're saying, they need more support, especially with alternative energies that we've been talking about as Zambia for a long time. We can get energy from wind. We can get energy from the sun using solar, rather than just relying on hydropower that we've relied on since independence. So, because, why am I saying this? It's because if a lot of young people see that idea, and like you are saying, they should come here and teach us how to make those things and go about, then again, we'll have another problem, which we already have, of climate change. Trees will be cut everywhere, and then we'll be just baking. In the end, the bush will have no trees, and we survive because of the trees where they give us oxygen. And then if they are cut and they are finished, then we'll be in trouble. And then when Mother Earth hits back, no one will survive, because we know very well that when God was creating the world, or the universe, we can call it, he started by creating Mother Earth. So Mother Earth was able to survive on its own without people. So it is us actually who are dependent on
Mother Earth.
On Mother Earth. So I think the powers that be, we need to scale up these ideas that we are seeing of solar plants, like the one that was launched in Chisamba. I was also reading somewhere that the Northern Circuit, you know, the way Zambia is, we are here in Lusaka, Kafue Gorge and everything. And we always talk about the national grid. It is these power lines, Vikuru, Ventiona, they go up to Northern Province. Imagine. And yet we have rivers there, we have a number of falls there and the like. But little is done in terms of making the Northern Circuit have its own power station. But then I was reading that there's a company that has come up and they will put in about 23 million to put up another hydro plant in Northern Province. I think that will also help somehow. But we need more of solar, and these other alternatives. Not fuel again. I think I'm not for the idea of fuel energies. Okay. And then maybe we skip now. We come to ZCCB. The bishops started their plenary meeting on the 15th of July, and this meeting goes up to
the 19th.
Saturday. Is it 19th? Yeah, Saturday.
Yes.
Yes. We know that the bishops, every time they meet, they deliberate on key pastoral activities and also reserve some time to talk about some social issues, because the church knows that the human being is two. It's spiritual and also physical being. So if my flesh, my human part is failing me, then the soul also
will fail you.
Yeah, will fail me. So we need to balance the two, and that's the reason why they will talk about the pastoral activities, but also the social issues, which are a key component of the pastoral activities. So I'm just speculating that among the social issues that they may be talking about, we still have the death, the funeral of President ECL. I'm sure it will be one of the things that they may look at, and maybe we may see it in the pastoral letter or not see it, because again, when they meet, there's a day they reserve to go to meet the president. So maybe that would be one of the things that
they may address when. Maybe because I mean the issue of our former president is not something we can just overlook. In as much as we are telling ourselves we've gone back to normal, we haven't gone back to normal. There's still an elephant that we need to address. So we are just pretending. So it may be one of the things that they may talk about. And also I'm thinking maybe they may talk about the illegal mining and the killing of people. I don't know if I would put it as the killing of people or the dying of people, because it's a lot of it's a lot happening. We don't know if they're being killed or maybe it's because the environment in which they are mining from is not conducive, so they are dying due to lack of safety. But I'm thinking it's one of the things they may talk about.
Okay, so among the things, but let's look forward, fingers crossed. Bishops always bring out issues. I know there may be a pastoral letter coming up, and we'll come and read that pastoral letter here and select some issues that we may talk about. The Copper Queens are playing tomorrow. They are playing
Nigeria.
the Falcons of Nigeria. Yeah, and it's an 18 hours kickoff. We'll be knocking off and rushing. If you are behind time in traffic, you decide to disembark somewhere and begin to watch to support the Copper Queens. And I hope they managed to beat the Nigerians in the 2022 edition. They managed to beat the Nigerian women and came out third. but in that one we had not the Barbara Bandas of this world. Our BB11 was not there. And imagine, I don't know, I was seeing Barbara playing at the WAFCON. I was thinking, what are those people now thinking about? Those that had said she's not eligible to play. Imagine the rules that we may have and how they disadvantaged us, because that was going to be our first WAFCON trophy.
If she had played?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But then we shouldn't take away the credit of the other team members that played. So because in as much as Barbara is good, like she cannot shine on her own.
True.
So she needs the support of others.
True. No, I'm looking at it not in looking down upon the other players. I equally regard them highly, and we love them and they play good football. But I'm looking at adding Barbara Banda to that team and what it would have done. And remember, one thing is that she's also the captain, and she's good, yeah. So she brings in that additional firepower that we need in the team, the energy and everything. But always for me, my favorite to watch is always Evelyn Katongo. She's been on the bench in this edition, but she played the other day. She came in as a super sub, and I just enjoy the way she traps the ball, she turns around, she beats a player, a perfect pass. I hope she starts in this one, so that she can make me enjoy.
She can be the icing on the cake.
Yes.
Yes, I mean, she's a good player. I haven't really... I'm not really a kind of person that watches female soccer. So I know Barbara, I know Kondananji, yes. I know, is it Belem? Yes, I see them, but I'm not the kind of person.
Belem.
Yes. And I know Nali. Yeah, though
Nali is not there.
No, she's not there. I know a number of them, but I haven't really been following, so I don't really sit down and watch. But because obviously I know they're going to make us proud. I like watching soccer like I'm on the edge of my chair.
Would you predict what do you think would be a scoreline tomorrow?
I would say 2-1.
2-1
in favor of Zambia.
I'm not going to predict. I'm just going to say Zambia. Go Copper Queens, go, and I know they will win.
They'll make us proud.
Mercy, thank you very much for having joined me today in this edition, and hope to have another edition with you, or maybe the three of us with Vincent, and we wish Vincent a quick recovery. He's not well today. Wishing you, Vincent, wherever you are. I know could be in bed or sitting in his sitting room and watching, and hopefully he's proud with what we've done. But as we end, maybe we'll end with a story that we will not talk about. It will just go like that. It will be education to those people that work in government, those that have long fingers. They like dipping into the coffers of government and get our money and use it the other way, and then so we'll end like that. Thank you very much. Dear viewers, we encourage you to participate next time. And for today, for watching, thank you very much. Bye.